Time out of your schedule. Want to first give you guys some information. Some of you know who HLC is, and you always hear me say HLC, but you may not know what is HLC, what it stands for, and what it is that we do. First of all, it stands for Homes, Loans, and Credit Repair, and the lifestyle stands for other lifestyle services. And we put the program together. So basically an affiliate program. We put the program together because I've been in this industry for quite some time. I've been in this industry for quite a few years. And one thing I realized is that a lot of us, a lot of us get committed to that or committed to that one company. We give our souls or give our lives to it, only to be set up for disappointment, or comp plans change or things change, and you find yourself like kind of stuck and starting all over again. So the reason why we put this program together is we call it the Hub, and it gives you an opportunity to participate with various companies without having to join those companies, such as credit repair, such as a TV product we have, real estate dealing with accounting and flipping homes, carrot bars, we had a Forex trading, we got some health and wellness products and services through companies. So it allows you to actually get paid and earn a commission as an affiliate. You're not building a team. It's a one-off. It's an affiliate program where if you do bring somebody in that's your customer, you get paid on what they do, and you get paid on what you do. Period. You're not building a network marketing organization. You don't have to have no big teams. There's no monthly fee if you're involved with one of our travel programs, or you're involved with our health and wellness program. So there's no monthly fee to the company. You actually get the site for free, and you make a commission if you sell a product, period. It's that simple. Person goes to your site, you give them your site, they buy it, you get paid. It's that simple. So what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna show you the site real quick, and then we've been doing some enhancements. We've worked with our IT team, we've loaded some things in, and I'm gonna let you hear from a couple of new services we're gonna be adding to the company as well. I asked some of those vendors to just jump on so you can get a little feel from them of what we're going to be adding. But if you're on your computer, if you're on the telephone, you can't see it, but I will send the playback out. But those of you on the computer, you'll be able to see my screen. So on the screen now, you should actually see the site, what it looks like, where it says HLC Lifestyles partner with us. You should be able to see that okay. Well, I'll show you my wife's real quick with HLC Lifestyles.com. So / everybody has their own replicated site. And then when you get your replicated site, you can see the name pops up, welcome from, your name is there. So when people sign up about our product or service, you get the credit for it. It goes directly to you. These are products and services: real estate, travel, cryptocurrency. Our marketing products is financial education, which is credit repair through a company called FES. You've heard of FES. So now you get the chance to market the same product, make the same amount of money without actually paying a monthly fee to FES. We have Veritas, which is a health and wellness company. Those who participate in the company actually earn through the comp plan. But even if I worked out a deal now that even if you don't participate, you'll be able to get wholesale pricing through us as well, just on your retail sales. You'll be able to log on and get a commission if somebody buy. Everybody's site will have the retail sales for all the Veritas products, which I love the products, by the way. A great paying product and health and wellness products. And our premium TV is our IPQ TV. It's a phenomenal product. That's actually a whole network marketing company. You see a lot of people hear a lot of buzz going on about it right now. You have the same exact product without paying a monthly fee to them whatsoever. It's a part of your HLC website. So you can focus on your travel, or you focus on your health and wellness, and you have all these other sites or other programs that you can make money from by literally just sending people your website. The travel is going to be changed. It's being updated now to reflect the iBoomerang on there. And then those of you that are part of travel with iBoomerang, you'll be able to have your own link. When they click on it, it's going to take them to your iDecide. And if they sign up, it goes to your site when they sign up. Those who's not involved with iBoomerang, you'll still be able to earn through our travel through HLC, but you will only be able to earn through our travel, our group travel. So for example, if you have 10, 15 people want to go away on a vacation somewhere, or get away, or a family reunion, you can just simply refer it. You'll earn a 10% commission. You'll do nothing. You do absolutely nothing but simply refer the name. It gets forwarded to our main department for our group travel. They do all the work. You earn a 10% commission when the whole thing is said and done. And you're not paying no monthly fee to nobody for that. That's included in your HLC site. So what I'm going to do is I got a couple of products and services I'm going to be adding. The first one I want you to hear from, I'm going to bring him on real quick. It's an extension to our financial education, our credit repair. First of all, our main focus for this site was homes, loans, and credit repair. My background was real estate, specializing in flipping homes, short sales, notes, loan modifications. And we're doing this now all across the country. I got lenders and investors that's willing to lend money to those interested in doing that. I also got investors from all across the country. If you know people, we pay a referral fee from $100 to $5,000, depending upon the property that you refer. So also within that scope, the C stands for credit repair, and then we have a generic credit repair that takes about 6 to 9 months to clean up your credit, which credit scores is very, very important these days. And that's a generic rule. So the cost is not bad, $189 and then $99 a month. But then you got some we call a new service that we're bringing to the table. And I know this one works because I used it myself when I was going through my own transition. Those of you know my story, HLC came about because my former travel company that we had started, my partner sued me, and we were in court for a year and a half, over 50 grand in legal fees. I had a non-compete for 2 years, and it got very, very nasty. And out of that adversity, HLC was born. And that's how HLC was created, because I got tired of companies dictating who I can and cannot work for. And I created HLC just for that matter. And the gentleman who I ran across, I've known him for many years. He's involved with me with the Boomerang. We did some things in the past. He had gotten involved in the credit repair and made a substantial amount of money with his connections through this credit repair. And we call this one, he created a nonprofit. We're going to call the Premier Deletion. And this is not for everybody. It's only for your serious people, your professionals that want to get rid of stuff that the regular traditional credit repair companies cannot get rid of, such as bankruptcies. I'm talking about guys, a BK, a bankruptcy. He got rid of a Chapter 7 that discharged in June. He got rid of it in 2 months. It no longer shows up. I'm talking about student loans, hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loans, gone. Now, I don't mean gone where you don't have to pay it. You still owe the debt, but it's not showing up against your credit report, which does 2 things for you. 1, the derogatory is gone, but 2, it helps you with your debt ratio. The biggest thing that's killing Americans right now is their debt ratio, especially student loans. You know, kids coming out of college, they got to work 9 jobs just to be able to buy something. So because they're coming out with $100,000, $200,000 debt, you know, already when they even starting their life, they're just getting started. My son, both of them are graduating this year. Both got close to $100,000 in student loan debt. So thanks to the service, my good friend, my sons have a fighting chance because I got involved in real estate. I just got them a $1.2 million credit line. They're 22 years old, 22. They haven't even gotten their first job yet. I got them a $1.2 million credit line to buy and sell houses. Matter of fact, they're buying their first 2 houses over the next 30, 60 days. So because of this gentleman, I was able to help with my deletions and removing things of that nature, that those student loans won't appear. He's helping me personally, and I would never introduce something unless I personally have tried it, because I'd rather be the guinea pig before I bring it to the field. So I want you to hear from him. Find him on the thing, Mr. Larry Christian. If you can unmute yourself and share with us about the Premier Credit Deletion. I know it's a nonprofit, and just give a little brief overview. Because the price guys range. I would tell you, it ranges from $1,750 to $3,000. But this is only for your serious clients, and people will spend thousands of dollars to remove these BKs and be able to get approved for credit lines such as 20 and 30 and 40 and 50,000, and in my son's case, $1.2 million. So, Mr. Larry Christian, I'll bring you on.
Hey, Dwayne, can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Just want to give it back to you for everything that you do. You know, you put together a great organization here with HLC. You know, I feel really good about being a part of everything that you're working on. And, of course, the iBoomerang program with Mr. Holton Bugs. I actually just left him up in Tampa. I'm still around in this area. Just came over to St. Petersburg. But, yeah, the credit service is real. I actually do own a nonprofit. And I've been in the credit industry myself and in the financial industry for the last year. It was all pretty much new to me, and I'll just share my personal story with you guys. I never had a credit card before 2019. I had a repossession on my profile. I had a bunch of medical bills, a bunch of old phone bills, just, you know, the teenage mess up, the typical teenage mess up stuff. And I never recovered from that, you know, and I think the most important reason why I never recovered was because I didn't know how to. I didn't know where to start, how to stabilize what I did start. And I just didn't know nothing from nothing. So I had started, you know, reaching out to a few people about boosting my credit. And they told me something about a trade line. So I started doing more research into trade lines, and I found them. When I found trade lines, one of my family members, my cousin, who's an actor in Hollywood, Marquise Moore, he's actually on Chicago PD right now. He's on Meet the Browns, I think. So my cousin Marquise, he contacted me and said he needed some trade lines. So in the midst of him telling me that he needed trade lines, he asked me if I had used it yet. And I told him I hadn't. And when I explained to him why, you know, which was because my credit was bad, you know, it's not too wise to put a trade line on your profile if you don't have one already, if your credit is bad, you know, because it won't really do much of a boost. You know, you got bad credit with good credit, right? But if the bad outweighs the good, then it won't really reflect too much, right? So he says, well, if you need somebody to remove it, I got somebody. Now, keep in mind, my cousin, he was on, what's that TV show? The Walking Dead. So he was on The Walking Dead. This is a guy in Hollywood. He's been in, you know, 10, 12 movies. So people in Hollywood, they come up to actors all the time and offer their services for free, just so that they can get the free promotion. So some guy that I know, you know, his name is, you know, anonymous right now, but he came up to my cousin and offered his services for free to my cousin, and now my cousin had him in his back pocket. Once my cousin had him in his back pocket, he's like, well, I got somebody that can help you remove that for, you know, a little bit of change. So I talked to the guy, you know, long story short, I send him all the information. I send him a payment. He removes the items off my profile, but he does it in 7 days. So I've never heard of credit repair. I wasn't interested in FES because I didn't know about credit repair. You know, there's other companies out there, Lexington Law. There's a bunch of them out there that fix credit, but they can't do heavy lifting. You know, they're not necessarily removing repossessions or student loans or bankruptcies or open accounts or sometimes derogatory payments and collections and stuff and inquiries and stuff, right? So, and if they do remove it, you know, typically they're taking 6 to 12 months or more, hoping that, you know, you obtain new collections, new inquiries so you can stay on that monthly, right? So I never knew about that stuff. So when this guy did it in 7 days, I'm on fire. I'm like, listen, can I create a service out of this? And he's like, sure. So me and him create a business model out of what he's been doing for the past 20 years in Hollywood for different celebrities. So, you know, after working with him, I kind of, you know, spread my wings and started my own stuff after, you know, learning the process. And now I have a group, like, you know, a whole team with me. And, you know, the leader of our team, he's been doing this for celebrities for the past 30 years. And I'm talking about the top names that you can think about in sports and the music industry. This is who we clean credit for. And if you think about it, celebrities and athletes, they can't do things in their personal names, right? So these people act off of CPNs, right? The privacy numbers, right? So I basically created a business out of partnerships with people who knew more about this industry than me, that I knew for sure could deliver on this service. And just like Dwayne said, he was the guinea pig. I did the same thing. And, you know, a lot of people say that they can do this stuff, but they really can't. There's a lot of scams out there. But Dwayne has introduced you guys to literally a black ops type of service, to where there's nothing on your profile that we can't remove. Nothing. You know, child support, tax liens, you know, student loans, bankruptcy, Chapter 7, Chapter 13. Now, we will, of course, advise you as to, you know, all of the parameters and everything involved with how we remove this item, you know, from your profile, and let you know everything that's related to it. And of course, you either agree or disagree to move forward. But typically, I'm removing anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 of debt off of a person's profile for $3,000. You know, I'll give you an example. I talked to a lady last night. She had about, you know, $60,000 in debt that she wanted removed, and you know, I told her it would be $2,500, and she said, "Woo, that's a lot of money." And I said, "But there's $60,000 here. You can pay back the $60,000, and while you pay back that $60,000, you can maintain this 511 credit score. You know, who knows how long this will take when we can just sweep this up in 30 days." You know, the industry, it was created for this stuff that we do to happen, because it's just that we don't know about it, you know? But now you guys do. And Dwayne, I appreciate you for taking out the time to introduce this service to your group, because, you know, this is something that you just whisper to your family member, you know, at a family outing, but you chose to bring it to the people that you are in business with. And that just shows a lot about, you know, the integrity that you have for yourself and for what you build. So thanks for everything that you do. And I'll be right here to help you as soon as, you know, anyone is ready.
Thank you, sir. And again, we appreciate you. Let me just, for clarification, guys, please understand, he is just deleting it from your credit profile, not wiping out the debt. The debt doesn't get, you still owe the debt. Like my son still have student loans. However, it's not shown, so it's not illegal. It's still showing up, it's just not showing on the credit profile, which will allow you to obtain different credit lines. Example, as I stated early on, I just got my sons approved for a $1.2 million line of credit to buy and sell houses. These are 22-year-old college students. Again, because they had hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt that doesn't show right now. So things like that is when—
Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. Can I add in something real quick?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I forgot to give you guys a time frame. So typically, we remove these items in less than 30 days. You know, 80% of our clients are cleared up in less than 30 days, but we have the other 20% that take 45 to 60 days. So, you know, 45 to 60 days, of course, we always want to, you know, over deliver, right? And under promise, right? So, you know, typically it happens in less than 30 days. And just as Dwayne said, we only take it off of the credit profile. And how we're able to do that is because there's certain laws in place that protect you. And if you don't know these laws, then you won't know how to maneuver through the loopholes that are in the system to utilize the fact that the credit bureaus make mistakes. And, you know, they've made mistakes on all of our profiles. And what happens is we take advantage of the fact that they make mistakes. So, Dwayne, I'll pass it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So again, I'm not going to belabor on that. We will be rolling Mr. Christian's product out. It's called Premier Credit Deletions PCD. It's going to be added up. If you're on the website, if you're on the Zoom, you're seeing my website now. This is our financial education. Again, this is not for everybody. For your personnel that got 1 or 2 judgments or collections, they can go to our traditional credit repair, $189 and $99 a month until it's all cleaned up. But for that person who's trying to make some big moves, for that person who's trying to get into our flipping program and be able to get a $40,000 to $60,000 or $80,000 credit line in the next 90 days, so they can go buy some house or a $200,000 credit line, we want to get rid of that that negativity so that you can be able to get what you got. And like Larry said, when you want to pay back that 10, 20 grand, you go pay it back. But now you're doing it with credit lines, and your life has changed a little bit. So that takes care of the credit repair. The next aspect I want to talk to you about real quick, through our HLC, we affiliated ourselves with a company called Carrot Bars. Carrot Bars, guys, is doing some phenomenal things. Now, Carrot Bars has been around for a long time, but they have now since launched their own cryptocurrency. Let me just see if I can pull up my site here. They launched their own cryptocurrency backed by gold. I go my menu, like in my products. Where's our Carrot Bars on the crypto, right? Carrot Bars, yeah, okay. So what happens with the Carrot Bars, again, when you are a member on your replicated site, we're going to show you in your back office where you'll just put your link. Anybody going to your HLC site will be able to log on and become a free member of Carrot Bars through your link. Any generic ones will go to HLC's corporate link. What I want to do is I brought in a gentleman, one of my partners, me and this gentleman go back almost 20 years. Everything I've done, he's been a part of. He's got to the top of the comp plan on every single project we've been in. He came to me with this one, and he didn't have to explain to me long. He just said, D, we need to put HLC a part of this. Carrot Bars are going to do some big things. I said, Vince, right now my hands is full, but I trust you. You tell me it's good. You take the helm on this. You run with this, and you just let me know. Shortly thereafter, he was able to do that. He came back to me. We put it in motion right away. I believe Vince is up to almost 9,000 distributors across the country with this right now. But I'm going to bring him on so he can share with you real quick what's going on in the Carrot Bar world with their cryptocurrency that's backed by gold. Now, guys, this is my thing. The day of doing that one and done company, those days are over. I'm talking about creating some wealth, some generational wealth, and not just making money. You need to know what to do when you get some money in your hands. Some of us do the wrong things. We get these credit lines, or we get some money, we bring some credit cards up, and we go buy stupid things. I'm talking about putting some things in place. We got an insurance program. We'll talk about that in a second. That you can get some true investments that's gonna grow your family, and you got things like this Carrot Bars that really can make a huge, significant difference within the next 2 to 3 years in your financial status. So, Mr. Vince Montgomery, you're unmuted already. Take it away, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dwayne, and I want to give it back to you and also to Larry Christensen. I admire both of you greatly, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and always educational, actually, with both of you. So having said that, I'm going to follow in Larry's footsteps. Dwayne and I, as you said, have been working together for years, and we've had some tremendous success on different business projects, and I've watched a lot of money go through my hands. So when I retired from W-2 from the state of New Jersey, a friend of mine who was actually a supervisor of mine when I worked for the state, it's going back a couple of years, he flew in from France. And he had become a billionaire and learned a lot about moving money. So this particular billionaire flew in from France, and we had lunch at Mastori's. And he simply sat down and said, look, I've been watching you. We've been talking over the years. What are you really trying to accomplish with business? And I explained to him, I want to create something that's going to bless me in this life and bless those around me, my family first, and, places where I worship and people that are hurting and, enjoy life. He said, Vince, one thing I've learned since becoming a billionaire, here's the major thing. Wealthy people acquire assets and everybody else doesn't. Poor, middle class. He said, and he challenged me, draw a line down a piece of paper and write liabilities on one side, assets on the other side, and go through everything that you own or you think you own and put it in one of those categories. Well, it didn't take long before I realized that the list on my liability side was extremely long and the list on my asset side was extremely short. And he said, that's the difference between becoming wealthy. And then he recommended you have to make a practice of acquisition of assets, things that increase in value versus those that lose value. Dwayne just said it. We get money, we go buy stupid things. All right, now sometimes stupid things are fun, but if you want to become wealthy and set your family up, you got to acquire assets. That's what started my search for doing that. Because Dwayne would tell you, Larry Christian would tell you, and others on you that have been successful in different businesses, money can go through your hand, it can come in fast, and it can go out faster. So you have to find a way to make your money work for you. That's why I appreciate HLC. Now, having said that, that search led me to Carrot Bars because I wanted to include gold in one of those acquisitions in the category of acquiring assets. When I looked around buying gold, there was other things, you know, diamonds, there's all kinds of things that are assets. Real estate, depending upon what market you're buying in, especially after 2008. But one thing about gold, there were a couple properties, a couple criteria that it fit. Number one, it's never been worth zero. Number two, when you hold on to it over long periods of time, it averages anywhere from 10 to 14% interest. We can pause right there. You can compare it to banks where you get under 1%, and that tells a big story right there. Would you rather deposit your money into an institution that gives you less than 1% increase, or something that averages 10 to 14 most years, 10 to 14% most years, and even when it drops down in its worst case scenario, averages 3% in its worst case scenario. So that was a no-brainer. What I also discovered about gold, pure gold we're talking about, 24 karat, 999.9 gold bullion, is that it is universal in its application in every state, every generation, every country. And I'm gonna repeat, every generation. In other words, gold is considered real money. Matter of fact, when countries pay off debt, countries usually want you to pay it in gold. They don't want your fiat, your unbacked money. They want gold. Banks want your gold. They want us to give them our money, but what they take that money for, a lot of the big banks and a lot of small banks, they go acquire gold. Why is that? Success leaves clues, and that's a big one because it has always been over 5,000 plus years worth something, and it grows faster than any other form of money, and it's never been worth zero. It never crashes. Now, as I began to look to buy gold, I looked at a lot of different companies, and then in one of our travel companies, a friend of mine, his name is Ricky Bug, he said, "Vince, have you ever looked at Carrot Bars?" He was afraid to approach me because he looked at me as a successful network marketer, and he thought, I guess I would never look at it. I said, "Ricky, give me the details." He showed me this wealth generating system. Ladies and gentlemen, and here it is very quickly. You buy gold on a free system. You become a part of Carrot Bars. The affiliation is free. You get a website that is free. There's no sign-up cost. It's absolutely free. What's the catch? The catch is free because some people don't respect free. And at that point, the only product is basically gold. You trade your fiat paper dollars for gold in small amounts, as little as 1 gram, 2 gram, 2.5 gram, 5 gram increments. You can do it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, you control it. Again, there's no website fees. It's as if the co-founders of this company, which was birthed out of Stuttgart, Germany by a billionaire named Harold Seitz, it was as if he said, "I'm going to start a business for saving," which is one thing Americans do worse than anybody else in the country, in the world, actually. And as you save and you start to accumulate the interest, the increase in gold. Now, it is a commodity. It does go up and down. So we're talking about averages. But as you refer others and they start doing the same, then you get paid. They have a unilevel system that is absolutely free. If you choose to do so, you can buy a business position at the lowest part of the business structure or at the highest part. And you can get paid weekly. So there's multiple paydays. So I started meeting people, and my whole goal was to save. Now, as we started this journey, our organization, which I really wasn't interested in an organization, I was just interested in saving some money, having an account that no one could reach, not the IRS, not that I'm against the IRS, but not the IRS, not anybody else could reach that account. And ladies and gentlemen, I started meeting some people who had accumulated in short periods of time over $50,000 in gold. That means they can go and sell that gold and they would have over $50,000. People that were never able to save before. That really impressed me because I looked at the money I was earning In one of our companies, there were weeks where I earned in excess of $6,000. And when it was all over, honestly, I didn't have much to show for it, but looking for the next company. So that really intrigued me. But the idea of sharing information where people could actually save and accumulate, acquire an asset and getting paid and make money at the same time was just phenomenal. So as we started, I started studying this business, studying Karat-Barr's philosophy, and then I started meeting some people working the business side, and they were earning 5-figure incomes for saving money, simultaneously acquiring assets. In other words, this is the only company I know where you can save, earn, and get free gold. I repeat, free gold, all within this wealth generating system. And then last year, February to be exact, they decided to join the crypto coin world. And they launched a crypto coin called Karat Gold Coin, or Karat KBC is the symbol. They, in the ICO, they offered 12 billion. They gave away 4 billion coin, and we went crazy. By working the business, we acquired coin, and if you decided to buy, we were buying it less than a penny, approximately 0.3 to 0.4 of a penny. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason we did that is because at the time, 10,000 tokens / coin in the ICO phase was worth only 1/10 of a gram of gold. 1/10 of a gram of gold could be anywhere from $5 to $7. All right. Now, listen to me carefully. Their whole platform was to back this coin by gold, but they didn't know how fast they were going to legally and publicly back the gold. But we decided to follow their vision. And so we started doing update calls. Our focus was not to get people into business, but our focus was to make people aware of what was going on. Because if you look at the world of crypto coin, it's all fiat, meaning there's nothing that backs it. You're buying into the concept, you're buying into, predictions, and you're looking. So just like people took a chance on Bitcoin and it paid big a couple years ago when it was almost at 20,000, now it's a little over 4,000, which is still huge. Now, this is what has taken place since that time. From February of last year, 2018, when this coin was offered to the ICO ended, they sold out 12 billion crypto coin faster than any other coin. It was picked up on the exchanges, and it's soon to go on Binance. For those of you who follow crypto coin, any coin that hits Binance generally goes up 80%. So this coin, according to crypto coin value, if you go on Blockfolio or Coin Super, any of those exchanges, you'll see that it stayed low. It was about 2 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. Then suddenly it tripled. Ladies and gentlemen, and then Harold Sykes, this billionaire who started this vision, announced that he was creating an ecosystem, opened up the world's first crypto coin bank in Miami, Florida, July 3rd of 2018, the world's first licensed crypto coin bank. Dwayne, they're following your footsteps. They have their own ATM machines. They have everything so that you'll be able to go to this bank and cash out your crypto coin and also developing their own blockchain, their own exchanges, their own wallets. All this is in place. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what took place. When that coin sold so fast, it shocked the Karat coin world, Karat Bank, and everything connected to that ecosystem. So they launched a second coin and offered 50 billion. It's presently in the ICO phase. In the ICO phase, it's worth 14 cents. All right. Now, this is what's going on. They decided to change the evaluation. I got to slow down here because this is very important, because you will never get this opportunity again. First of all, they changed the evaluation from 10,000 tokens or coins being worth 1/10 of a gram of gold. And on July 4th of this year, 100 coins, listen to what I'm saying, 10,000 coins equal to 1/10 of a gram of gold. Now 100 coins will be worth 1 gram of gold. 1 gram of gold is going for about $42. 1/10 of a gram of gold is going about $5 to $7. Now 100 coin, because of the gold backing, they're constantly depositing multiple pure kilograms of gold into what's called Fort Knox, international law firms are verifying every deposit. They have bought gold mines. Now, I can't cram everything in, but this is what's going to happen. On July 4th, that coin is going to go to 100 coin to 1 gram of gold, which means it's going to be between 42 cents and 50 cents, somewhere in that bracket. That means when we got this coin at 0.3%, it's going up to 42 cents to 50. But the whole plan is for every coin to be worth 1 gram of gold. Now, on Wednesday this week, I'm going to be doing a webinar on Zoom to make sure people understand the significance, the powerful impact this can have on you financially. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be shocked. I'm going to give you a little insight. If you ever made a good decision, you recognize it quickly, just as valid as if you made a bad decision, you recognize that very quickly. The decisions that people make between now and July 3rd are going to change things. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars are going to be coming into becoming a reality. In some cases, millions. And I'm going to break this down step by step within about a 30-minute period to let you see what we're talking about. Because two things are for certain. Gold has gone through an evolution. This system has now introduced this carat gold coin that is physically and literally backed by gold. That is, there's never been a commodity-backed coin of this value, of this magnitude, especially by gold. They tried it with gold certificates. That's just paper backing paper. We're talking about physical gold. So here's the bottom line. How many times would you trade 8 cents for $42 or $50? If somebody walked up to you now and said, give me 8 cents or 14 cents and I'll hand you $42 or $50, how many times would you hand them 8 cents? And for those who recognize the tremendous impact that can have, you have a short window, a few months to take advantage of that. Now, one last thing I want to say. I've never seen anything like this, where they are paying you to save. They are giving you an opportunity to take advantage of a coin that has intrinsic value. One of the things about crypto coin is extremely volatile. The average coin increases 1,350% in value, and then 90% of, if not more, reduced back to zero. This coin has already gone over 20,000% increase, and it's just getting started. But there is a window, and the last thing I want to say is they guaranteed the value of the coin. There is no other crypto coin on the planet that can issue a guarantee. Why? Because it is fiat, and it is subjective to whatever criteria that causes that to rise or decrease in value. But when it has pure gold, 24 karat 999 backing it, even without the crypto coin evaluation, it will always be worth true money, which is pure gold. Now, having said that, I want to thank you, Dwayne, and also Larry Christian. And I turn the call back over to you. And hopefully what I shared will give you enough interest for your own household economy to jump on this webinar that Dwayne will be participating in on Wednesday, 8:30. This Wednesday at 8:30. Back to you, Dwayne.
Thanks a lot, Vince. And those of you, we will blast that out through our traditional blast notes. If you're not on our text blast, send a text to the number 94253. And in the message bar, put in HLC, and that will add you to our text distribution list about everything that's going on with the companies that we're involved with, and what's happening with the webinar on Wednesday and various things that we're involved with. So what I was going to move forward real quick and just show you the 3 different plans we have with HLC. So like I said, we started out with real estate because that was my passion. Guys, I've been blessed to make millions of dollars in the real estate arena. I start off as buying and selling houses. I went to become a real estate developer. I was doing big developments in California, Georgia, and in New Jersey. And as everybody knows, the market took a crash in 2008, which basically crippled me. But, one thing my grandmother always said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And as everybody knows, the real estate market has recovered. It's coming back. We do expect another crash coming soon, but nothing as drastic as we had in the past. So I'm back to doing not major developments, but I'm doing flipping homes, a lot of wholesale and retail, and a lot of short sales. Now I've created an army of people, army of investors, an army of people looking to sell, and an army of bankers that's trying to lend money. I got some programs that pays you 5 times your liquid asset. That's when I got my sons involved. I put my sons with one of my partners. And I'm talking a liquid asset can be equity in your home. It can be what you have in your 401k. It can be what you may have in an annuity, what you have in your checking, your savings account, what you have in your life insurance policy as a cash value. All that is liquid asset. And you don't have to touch it. We give you 5 times the amount. So my partner had about 300-something thousand in his 401k. My son was involved in a car accident and had over 100,000 in an annuity. We put those two together and we got $1.something million credit line without touching their asset. It's all about OPM, other people's money. So we have a program that we put together for realtors and those. That's called the HLC Lead Generation Program. And what this program does, allows us to tap in to our existing network and anybody referring people for one of these type of homes, these type of properties, know somebody's losing a house, know somebody's looking for a short sale or whatever the case may be. We will pay them $100. We will pay them $100 at the door, once we accept it as a property, and then we'll pay them an additional $400 up to $5,000 when that property closes, depending as long as the property fits our parameter of homes. Now we're going to do this nationwide. Right now, we are currently doing it in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, and we're going to be opening Florida within the next 2 weeks. But we plan to be nationwide before the end of the year. My bankers can lend. I got both my bankers, whether it be hard money or regular traditional loans, FHA, conventional. I can lend, or we can lend in 49 of the 52 states. There's a few states we don't bother getting licensing in because they mainly deal with farmland, stuff of that nature, the rural areas. So that you can come in at the HLC Lead Generation, you pay a one-time cost of $50, $49.95, but you can only get paid on referrals. The other one is the program here, our professional lifestyle. This is what's free to all of our existing travel partners. If you're involved in iBoomerang with us, or you're involved in Ala Veritas and you're paying a monthly fee and you're participating in that comp plan, you will get an HLC complimentary. You will pay a one-time cost of $49.95, but there's no monthly fee to you. You now can market all these products and all these services that you see on the site and receive a commission. You're not building a team with this. It's a strictly affiliate website. Your people you bring on, it's a unilevel. Your partner is your customer. You get paid on what they do and what you personally do. And then your customer or your partners get paid on who they bring and what they personally do. Right now, for a short period of time, I'm going to give you a code that's going to drop that $49.95 just to $25. So I'll give you a code. If you're interested, just shoot me a text and I will give you the code that you can apply that will drop the $49.95 to a one-time cost of $25. That's for all my iBoomerang and Ala Veritas partners only. The other one is you may not be interested in paying a monthly fee for nobody, and you just want to be, you can't afford, I should say, to pay the $99 a monthly fee for this one, and you can't afford the monthly fees or the other things. You can just become an HLC partner. You're going to pay a one-time cost of $69.95, and your monthly will be $19.95. And that will allow you to market every product, every service. You're basically going to be involved in 6 network marketing companies without paying 0 monthly fees and getting the same exact commission that those representatives are getting without participating in their comp plan. So that's the advantage that you have. I'm going to show you real quick. I'm not sure if my partner Rick Frisk got on. We have 2 other products we're going to be introducing. I want you to hear from. We have a CBD product. CBD is very hot right now. There's a hot products all across the country. The CBD oils and the things that CBD. This is coming out of California. Rick, if you're on, just unmute yourself and let me know if you're on. If not, we're going to keep going. I'm going to show you guys the compensation plan real quick up through HLC. If you're looking on the screen, you should be able to see on the screen. If you're on a telephone, you can hear me. On the partner side, the $69.95 plus is a $19.95 monthly. It pays you a $20 upfront commission if the person signs up and a $5 residual every month that they're a part of it. There is no commissions paid on the lead generation or the professional because basically that's just covering, it's a one-time cost, it's just covering their costs of their sites and things of that nature. On the lead generation in our real estate, HLC stands for homes, loans, and credit repair. So lead generation real estate, you got the homes from $50,000 on up. Now we're gonna pay also, my banks will pay for traditional leads. As somebody looking for a refinance, somebody looking for a commercial loan, somebody looking for that, they will pay a referral for that once that property closes, and that will range from $75 to $100, depending upon what type of loan it is. And this is throughout the country, without you being licensed whatsoever. It's just a referral. And because you're coming through a referral company, they can legally pay the referral company, and then we pay you the referral fee. Because these companies are highly regulated. They cannot pay a commission to a non-licensed banker or a broker. So that's how we're able to bypass that. They can pay a real estate lead generation company, and HLC is a lead generation company. So we're the commission you can earn is from $100 to $5,000. That's for flips, distressed properties, short sales, things of that nature. We got our traditional loans. I got loans for those looking to get into the real estate arena, buying and selling. I got credit lines available I can get you approved for. By those whose credit may not be up to par, we're going to definitely get you straight with my buddy Larry, or in a quick and approved way, get your own credit line going so that you can start turning your financial situation around. The credit repair through our financial education ranges from $1,750 to $3,000. And as Larry said earlier, he's depending upon the amount of money that's being wiped away. Let me just put you this way, guys. Larry wiped away over $3 million for me. $3 million is what he wiped away from me. So I'm gonna tell you, so when I paid $2,500, it was the best $2,500 I could ever have paid, and it was worth every penny of it. And it took just about 45 days to do it, which was, again, my tradition. I didn't even try going a traditional route because it probably took them a couple of years to do it, and most of the stuff that Larry got off, they would have never got off. And that referral fee, you're going to earn from $125 to $750 just for referring somebody for that. On the FES financial education, they pay $188 initially, $99 a month. Great program to give them a bunch of other little services that goes along to help supplement monthly. We pay you an $85 referral fee first month, and then $10 residually as long as your customer stays on the books getting their credit repaired. And again, that's for the person who doesn't have the $1,700 or more, and they don't have a bunch of debt. They got a few collections, a few judgments, some old medical bills, stuff like that. They'll just go this traditional way and they'll be fine. And then we got our lifestyles. Our lifestyles consist of our travel. Again, those that's in the HLC lifestyle thing is complimentary. It comes with your HLC membership. There's no cost for the travel. However, you're only getting paid on group travel only. You'll get 10% of the gross commission. So, for example, if you got somebody wants to go away, they're going to do a family reunion. All you got to do is say, Dwayne, my buddy Bishop Norman Allen, he wants to do a family reunion. That's it. Bishop, you give me his number. Our contact person contacts the bishop. They arrange everything. They do all the work. They do everything. And once that trip is completed, within 45 or 60 days, you get 10% of the gross commission. And there's no residual. It's a one-time, one-off. If you join iBoomerang, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. iBoomerang. If you have not been watching the videos, this is going to be the Uber of the travel industry. I've been involved in travel for so many years, and I'm telling you, it's not about booking hotels and cars. I want you to picture Uber for a second. Do you realize, had somebody called you 10 years ago and said, get involved with Uber, they're going to change the transportation business, most of you thought that was crazy. But for the few of you that would have actually took that gamble, you'd be multi-billionaires today. Let me tell you what's happening here. We are creating a similar app. Right now we got a marketing tool, it's all animated. They are behind the scenes are creating their own Uber app that every one of your customers who you're giving a free travel portal to, literally your customers never quit. How many people you know ever call Uber and says, listen, I don't know discounts anymore. They only use it when they use it. If they don't need an Uber car, they don't use it. But when they're ready to go somewhere, they pull up their Uber app and they book a car. Same thing here. If they're not going there, they're not paying no monthly fee for it. But when they're ready to take a cruise, when they're ready to book a hotel, they go to the Uber app, their iBoomerang app, and if it came from you, it's not, you're getting paid 50 to 100% of the savings based on where you came in at. And you also participate in the iBoomerang comp plan. And there's residual income, there's other income, and that's all based on that participation through iBoomerang. What we do with your HLC, on your site, when people click on travel and they click on iBoomerang, instead of going to getting the HLC link, they will get your link. They will get your iDecide link, which does all the heavy lifting for you. 95% of the work is done for you. So what happens is the person logs on. I'm telling you, I posted mine on social media 2 nights ago. And if you just go to my website, my Facebook page, my Instagram, you'll see it. From that website, I signed up a guy from Africa, I signed up a guy from London, and I signed up a guy from Los Angeles. I had 7 other people that logged on, and it sends me a text that such and such watched my video. Such and such wants to become a customer. I did nothing. I just said, hey, Mike, I see you want you watch the site, you want to become a customer. Here's your iBoom, here's your personal travel, safe travels. If you ever decide you want to make some money with this, give me a call back. And that was it. For the people that are ready to join, I said, hey, Dora, I see you watch my video. Here, here's my link, sign up, and let's start making some money together. There's no heavy lifting, there's no hard recruiting, nothing involved. Very, very simple. In the next 2 years, mark my words, guys, in the next 2 years, the boomerangs is going to be as popular as Uber did, as Uber in the transportation business. Let's move down to health and wellness. Health and wellness. I worked out a deal with our health and wellness company, where even if you want to participate in the health and wellness as far as becoming a member of them, you don't have to do so. However, if you do not do so, every HLC site where we're programming all the HLC sites now will have access to a retail store. That retail store has a built-in commission of which you will get 10% from HLC. And that's without you joining. You don't have to join them, whatever. However, if you do join the Ala Veritas, the sign-up fee ranges from $49 to $1,000, depending upon which membership you want to choose. The commissions varies, the residuals varies, but you will be participating in the Ala Veritas comp plan. That is totally up to you. There's no pressure. It's totally up to you what you want to do. I will say this, the health and wellness products are great. I would never introduce something I've not tried myself. I have tried every one of those products that they offer. They have a pain product. Brett Favre just came on as the endorser and a backer of Ala Veritas. He's bringing up, you know who Brett Favre is, played with the Packers back in the day. Bunch of NFL players, NFL commission has endorsed it through their pain product, and they got some products with weight loss and a 90-day detox that's absolutely phenomenal. We got a CBD oil going to be adding on here as well. Matter of fact, the vendor's supposed to be on. If he's not on, I'll bring him on another time. But we're going to be adding that product, and we got another product we're going to be adding. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to men, now I'm talking to the men for a second. Those of you, that age where, sometimes start relying on Viagra so we can perform in our bedrooms. How about this? How about having a natural product that works 10 times better than Viagra, and it doesn't give you the side effects? See, Viagra gives you the blurry eyes, the headaches and all that, and it starts affecting with your other medications. This is all natural. There's a product, again, I tried it myself. I ain't gonna lie, I tried it myself, and I'll tell you something, I highly endorse it. And I would never bring something to the table that I'm not the guinea pig of myself. And I'm gonna tell you something, young and old, this is a game changer for the men when it comes to their the sexual appetite. And women, you will be highly pleased. Get it for your husbands or your spouse or significant others. And that's a product we're gonna be adding as well. I'll have that vendor on next week. We'll do another call. I'll have that vendor on that can give you the details. And then cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, you just heard from Vince with carrot bars. It's free to sign up. The commission varies. This is more of a savings, guys. Get in, invest some money. Let us, who've done the education for you, do your own education, your own backing, and make some money, but now have your money working for you instead of you working for it. We have another company called Cavera dealing with Forex trading and some other things. I'll be bringing them back. They just launched some new stuff. We're going to be bringing them back to the table with us. We were doing Forex with them. We were also dealing with another product with the blockchain and all that. That's changed a little bit, but we'll introduce that at another time. And then last but by far not least, we have a social media workshop. Those that's interested in really, really learning through the millennials. Millennials are making tremendous amount of money. If you look at all these multi-billionaires popping up, they're all millennials, because what they learned is they learn how to take the social media sites and turn it to cash. Well, we got our own millennial here. We got Larry Christian is one of our millennials doing some amazing things on the website. So that's why he was able to build up iBoomerang by using his social media. 30-some people in 30-some people in his first week by using his social media, because he understands the social media, understands the they call it, what do you call it, attractive marketing, whatever he called it. But he learns, he knows exactly how to use these videos, and he's got people sign up from all over the world, and nobody doesn't even know who he is. Well, my other millennial is Mr. Joshua Davis, so I'm going to bring him on real quick to share what he's going to do. He's been handling my IT and handling my social media for HLC. And again, I know what he can do. Got to watch him do it. I saw what he done for me. I see him doing for others. And since he's got involved with me, he started when he was 18 years of age. Gentleman's now in his 20s, 21 years of age. And I'll tell you something, he's handling this for major companies across the country. They're advertising, creating their bands. And he's just really, really doing some big, big things. And I'm gonna let him bring him on now to share to you about the social media.
First mentors that really showed me. I got the echo over here. Good. Yeah, he was one of the first people that really showed me this new direction to go to for life and business and entrepreneurship. And ever since then, I basically just really fell in love. He mentioned a lot about the social media workshops and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be showing you guys a lot of stuff, giving you guys a lot of different value. I first like to always commend everybody first and foremost that's even on the call, that took the time to come out their busy schedule on a Sunday night just to be on here and talk about business and ways that you guys can earn more money here, looking at this commission and compensation plan that we have here with HLC. But with the social media workshop, it's very simple. I got into the business of marketing because no matter what business you're in, it doesn't matter if you do cleaning for businesses, it doesn't matter if you're cutting grass, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you need marketing to market your business. If no one knows about you, how are you going to get new business? So that's what made me get into marketing, because I fell in love with just learning it and becoming obsessed with it, because I knew that no matter what I wanted to do, because I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I knew no matter what I wanted to do, I would need marketing for it. And if I knew marketing, it would help me out in so many areas. And it's funny because right now, this is literally, I'm going to say about my second, third year of, really efficiently, working on my own, not working a job. There's been ups, there's been downs. I'm far from perfect, but I just keep going. And the benefit is I'm learning a lot. And I'm blessed to say today, I'm working with, big accounts. I don't know if you guys know of Joey Gorga. His wife is Melissa Gorga. She's a Real Housewives. She's on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We just came back from an event last weekend in Jersey City and had an event. My marketing and advertising team sold out the event. You guys, marketing you guys need. And I have a passion really for helping people. I've done trainings with some of you guys on the affiliate marketing side that were in network marketing and needed help with setting up a Facebook business page. I set up a few Facebook business pages for people that are on this call right now. And that's important because it's the year of 2019. And who would agree that these are the tools and things that we need to grow in our business? And if you agree, if you answer yes to that, this social media workshop that I'm going to be putting together is going to be something that you're going to want to take action in. You can do it one time and take the notes, take the value, and really learn how you can explode your business, no matter what business you have. You guys may be on this call and have other businesses and other, passion projects that you're taking apart in right now, where this also can come in handy. I'll tell you guys from my own experience. I'm now involved with real estate. I'm making sales funnels to capture buyers. I'm making sales funnels to capture sellers. I'm running ads to find motivated sellers, people looking to sell their homes. I'm working with a team of assistants. So you'll also learn in the workshop about how to hire and automate your processes. I'm very systems and operational focused. So you'll be able to learn a lot about that stuff as well, because at the end of the day, we don't want to work in our business. We want to work on our business. So if you can get systems and processes in place where you have more time and freedom to spend time with your family and stuff like that, just by learning something as simple as getting an assistant to help you at a low rate an hour that can help you with tasks and stuff like that. All that you guys will get out of the workshop. But I'm not going to be too long in here. We'll be updating and give you guys some more information going on here throughout the week. But yeah, other than that, just want to thank you guys for your time and just for listening in. I'll bring it back over to you, Dwayne, and get them where you're going to get them fired up about what else we got going on.
Awesome. So guys, like I said, I'm real excited about where we're heading. I do see my CBD guy got on. He's out in California. This guy is moving to California and Florida. He's doing stuff all over the place, and I'm excited. So I want to have him come on and just share a little bit. Him and I, we're working together in our health and wellness platform. And this guy's background. I mean, he's already made millions professionally in his own background, in his own right. I'll just let him share it with you. But he has a CB product. These medical marijuana clinics, him and his significant other, all around the country, making millions and millions of dollars, taking advantage of that. And you know what? Every time I see a good thing, I want to make sure I can get a piece of it. But not only can I get a piece of it, I want to make sure that my network can get a piece of it. So that being said, Mr. Rick, if you could unmute yourself and come on aboard and share about the CB product that we're going to be rolling out with as well.
Sure. Can you hear me okay, Dwayne?
Hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey guys, thanks a lot for jumping on, and I appreciate you, Dwayne, for introducing me. But I had the good fortune to meet Dwayne this year out in Dallas, I believe in December. I think it was December 16th, and we sat down and he started talking about all of his entities and everything that he was doing, and we just started sharing stories. We started sharing stories about different experiences. And like Dwayne had said, we've been involved with medical marijuana physicians' offices out in Florida, as California as well, but been doing that for quite a while. And it's a great business. Well, being in Florida, it was a little different state. It was new when we opened up there. And just like anything, if you're trying to deal with the state, we had some problems, meaning the state had to issue a card to patients once they were approved to be able to go and get their medicine. Well, some of our patients, guys, believe it or not, took up to 11 months. Now that system's smoothed out. It's worked a whole lot better. Now we're down somewhere between 2 to 3 weeks. But we have a lot of patients that walk in pain. People that are military, PTSD, people that have Crohn's disease, people that have everything, digestive issues. Unfortunately, a lot of people that are going through cancer and various things like that. So a couple of things we went and did is we really went on a journey to go out and find quality CBD products. Now, if you've been around, if you've been looking at CBD at all, I was in an HSW shoe store the other day, a shoe store. All they sell is shoes. And in the middle of the shoes is a CBD rack of products. And I'm like, that's that crazy of a business, right? Here's what I can tell you. Looking at CBD, 90% of the CBD that's out there in the marketplace is just private labeled, meaning you could go buy it, you could order it, you could put your label on it. So could I. If you really understand CBD, most product is farm harvested. That means they use the stem, the stalk, the seed, and you don't get the good proprietary of the product. You get the good product out of what's called CBD oil from the flower, all right? The green part of the plant. If you know anything about hemp, it looks just like marijuana. I've been to some farms that are like 1,100 acres. And if they commercially farm it, you end up with a lot of petroleum, a lot of oil. They've got to lubricate their machines and all this stuff, and that gets mixed into the products that you're getting. So twofold. We've gone out, we've created a product. I can't really tell you a whole lot about it right now, but it's nothing that you've ever seen in the industry at all. No one's had it. It's really, really good. It really works with your core gut. And if you get your core gut working, it'll also get get all the rest of your stuff in your body working well. But we were able to find a company called Green Compass. And Green Compass, they actually harvest all organic. They have certified COA certificates. That's a certification of authenticity of what's in your product. Doesn't matter what it is. You could take this thing right here and say, here's a pile of dirt. What's in it? and that'll break it down. It'll tell you exactly what's in it. Is it organic? Is it natural results? When you look at their COAs, you're going to be blown away. It is literally pure and natural. And this is a seed to sale operation. Means they grow it, they harvest it. It's different than anything you've seen. And you have a couple of different oils. You have one oil that's basically straight hemp oil. All right. It's really good for you. It's straight hemp oil. But if you understand, your body has cannabinoids inside of it. Cannabinoids are receptors. So your body has receptors to be able to pick these up. You don't only get cannabinoids from marijuana or from hemp. You can get them from cloves. You can get them from any black seed, like poppy seeds, anything like that. They also have them. But the strongest form you can get is what's called full spectrum. So we've got a full spectrum product as well that we offer. We also have it for your pets. I don't know if you guys have dogs and cats, but you see as they start to get older, they get in pain. And let's be honest, man, pets are like kids, right? They're like family. So we've got products for that as well. Right now, we also have a cream for your knees, your joints, your hands, your bones, anything like that. CBD is absorbed. You would be amazed at what it does. It doesn't just mask the pain like most products do, right? If you're going to put a lotion on your knee or anything like that, it will mask the pain. It'll get rid of it temporarily. CBD will actually go in since you have receptors and start to heal. It's truly one of the most amazing products or drugs that we've ever seen. I think when a lot of people think about it, some of it have a stigma. Oh, it's like marijuana. It's like the hippies in the 60s. And, not the case. You would be amazed at what happens. Anyone with Parkinson's, someone that shakes as they get older and their hands start to shake, you can put in some CBD drops and watch within 15 minutes of these products. They will calm down immensely. So it's really, really amazing. Dwayne will have all the stuff for you. We've gone to multiple farms, multiple manufacturers. I think the product that we're going to be able to deliver to you is going to be incredible. So Dwayne, any other questions maybe I didn't answer, but hopefully I covered?
No, you did awesome, man.
All right.
We appreciate you, Rick, for all that
Thanks
you
for
do.
having me.
And and what you bring to the table is definitely an honor and pleasure meeting you and really locking arms with you and really, really being able to do some big things together from the East Coast to the West Coast and even abroad. So I'm excited about what the future holds for both of us, my friend. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, guys, as I wrap up the call, I just want to share with you something important, guys. Again, remember, if you belong to our Aloe Veritas or our iBoomerang, your HLC site is free. But here's one thing that's very important. When you log into your site, just show you when you log in, what's very, very important. I'm going to definitely have our IT guy make this. So the first thing you do when you log in is going to take you here. I need you to fill out this W-9 form. You cannot get paid unless you fill out a W-9 form. We pay through our commissions is paid weekly, and it pays through PayPal. So if you don't have a PayPal account, when you sign up, we'll automatically give you a new PayPal account. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and that's how we pay out. You can get your own PayPal debit card, MasterCard, then you can transfer your money right to your bank account from PayPal. It's totally up to you. I find the easiest way is to have your own PayPal debit card. It's a MasterCard, so when we pay you, you can just use that money instantaneously within minutes. From the time you get it, is now available to you to buy and use or charge or to go to the ATM machine to take the money out, and that's totally up to you. But you cannot get anything until you fill out this W-9 form. That will allow us to pay you and create a 1099 for you at the end of the year. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, you heard all the different products. You'll see all the things in the back office. I'm going to show you this real quick. This affiliated site, those of you that's involved with various things with us, this is where you would put your own personal link. So then when people click on your HLC site, it will take them to your affiliated link, whether it be Carabars or whether it be travel, whether it be Aloe Veritas, whether it be our real estate product. If you're involved with that, you'll have your own direct link that this will redirect to through HLC. If you're not involved with them, it will default to the HLC default site, and you'll get paid the commission that you saw in the commission breakdown. So hopefully you understand that. The last part I want to show you, your statistics. There's some statistics. It'll show you. Well, I just started this up, but it shows you every month as people sign up. You'll see how they're doing. The resources are going to have your different trainings and things of that nature. Your referrals, anytime somebody logs into your site, is going to show up as a referral. It's going to do, I mean, Josh has been working with my IT team around the clock, trying to really get this to get together. And I'll tell you something, guys, we're going to make a bunch of money together between our health and wellness and our travel. We're going to take that money, we're going to put into our carrot bars and our Forex trading, and we're going to live life in abundance. What I'd like you to do, if you're ready to get started, go to hlclifestyles.com and click on Partner with Us. If you're one of our iBoomerang or Aliveritas partners, you can click the professional, the HLC professional tab, and that will waive the monthly fee. You'll have no monthly fee. The initial cost is $49.95. There is a special code that reduces to $25. Just shoot me a text for that code specifically. You can text at 973-941-5907. God bless. Have a great night. This webinar is officially over.